Greetings, royal family. Episode 12 of These Housewives Women. All right, a hairy situation. That title almost took me out of here. That's hilarious. All right, let's just get straight into it. So the episode opens up. We see Eva. She's talking to her husband, and she is telling her husband about some of the things that went on in Canada while she was there. So she's telling her husband that Candy is an instigator. Can you believe this girl? What do you mean Candy's an instigator? She says that Candy was like instigating or going back and forth between her and Porsha with information. And Eva says that she didn't even know that Porsha and her were supposed to have an issue. Girl, she is really committed to acting as though she's done nothing. She is a committed liar. So if she's taken on this role as a liar, I am totally here for it, Eva. So you stay committed to your role. No, Candy called you out on your selective memory. She's not instigating. Although, Candy, you are doing a bit much this season, okay? Yeah, you doing a bit much, but whatever. So moving along, Eva, she wants to change her daughter's last name to her husband's last name. And so Eva has a daughter from a previous relationship, and she says that she left her daughter's father, I think when she was 2 or 3 months old, Marley. And she says that Marley doesn't know that Mike is not her biological father. Everybody can do whatever they want with their children. I just want to know, do you guys think that that is unfair? Like, should Eva tell her daughter that Mike is not her biological father? And yeah, like, if she's young, but so what? So it's like, I don't know. I don't know. That just doesn't sit right with me. That's just my opinion. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. So Eva, her ex has been on social media. He is a little, he's a lot off his rocker. So Eva's husband is pretty much going to also go to court to file for a name change, because I think Eva has full custody of her daughter Marley. Yeah, I know they've been going back and forth in the court system, and her ex, he's really, off the chain, to say the least. Anyway, so we move along to see Candy and the girls. It's Marlo, it's Porsha, it's Tanya, and it is Candy. Did I leave anybody out? I don't think so. So they are at some sort of massage spa or what have you, and Porsha, she brings up the dinner in Toronto where Kenya brought up, the cheating question. So they figure out that Kenya was talking about Tanya, and Tanya talks about the terms of her and Paul's relationship. So she says, I think she says something about if he's talking to another girl and they exchange each other's social media. She just went into talking about what her and Paul consider cheating and what they don't. Fair enough. That's her relationship. She gets to set the terms with her partner of their relationship, right? So Candy tries to make excuses for Kenya, right? Here we go. Cynthia 2.0. Here we go. So Candy's like, oh, Kenya is always saying something about someone, and I just find it interesting that Candy has been bringing bones back and forth as it pertains to everyone else's situation all season. And I just don't get why she did not speak up about the fact that Kenya and Cynthia were the ones that told her about the cookie lady. She did not mention that with these group of ladies. Interesting. So Tanya tells the ladies that, Kenya had a phone charger and a wig in a package that Kenya wanted Tanya to bring back to the States. So Tanya's whole thing is, if you want me to bring something in a package back across the border, I'm going to open it and see what's in there. All right, Tanya, I get all of that. But why didn't you just ask Kenya what was in there? And then if she didn't tell you, then I could see you opening it. Now, if you ask me to bring a package across the border, I'm going to ask you what's in there. And then I'll probably open it anyway to see if you're lying, because you're not going to have me hemmed up in customs. I don't think so. So Tanya made it seem like she had something juicy, and it was just the phone charger and Kenya's wig. And it's like, Tanya, bless your heart, girl. You're going to have to come a little bit harder than that. Poor baby. So we see Bravo show several scenes of where Kenya is, bragging about her natural hair, making up songs about her natural hair, saying that she doesn't have extensions, she don't need weave, blah, blah, blah. So this is just going to get ugly. I totally see this getting ugly. Again, I applaud Tanya in her efforts to, I guess, kind of be shady, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, we'll see how this plays out. So Tanya, she has the wig with her, so she actually gets it, and she was going to give it to Candy to give to Kenya. So Marlo grabs the wig, and Marlo, Marlo is getting her life about this, okay? So she's like prancing around with the wig on, and I did notice that Candy was trying to take the wig from Marlo. And the other girls, they're just telling Tanya that, Kenya's going to get used. So it seems like Candy is just like, no, she wasn't laughing. She was like, take that wig off. Don't put her wig on. Candy's trying to save Kenya's wig. So we move on to a short clip. Eva, she is on her way to court. She's nervous that Marley's biological father is going to show up. Now, again, I as far as Eva, I do respect Eva's husband, for wanting to, go through with getting his stepdaughter's last name, legally changed. Eva did say that, is his name Mike? Mike was adopted as well. And, I just wonder if Eva is ever going to tell her daughter that, Mike is not her biological father, or will she have to find out from the streets, I don't know. That just seemed unsettling to me. Anyway, moving along to Porsha and the family. So she wants her mother and her sister to sit down and talk to Dennis. So Porsha's mom, she has, reasonable concerns regarding Dennis and, what went down with him and Porsha. So basically, Porsha is all good with Dennis, and she wants Dennis to be cool with Mama Diane and Lauren again. So she wants everything to go back to normal because she and Dennis are now cool, and she got her ring back. In a nutshell, that's what it is. So Lauren's concern is, Porsha and Dennis really fixing their relationship. So they seem concerned. I get it. Moving along to Eva at court. So she gets emotional because the name change was granted. Eva, I really hope you tell that child the truth and not try to hide it like some people do, and she won't find out until, I don't know, she's in college or something like that. I don't know. I just don't think that's fair to Marley. But anyway, Kenya and Candy and Cynthia. So they meet up, and Candy wastes no time telling Cynthia and Kenya what went down with the other ladies at the spa. And they were talking, that they were talking about Kenya's antics towards Tanya. That was brought up by Porsha. So Kenya, as usual, she denies that she was directing her hypothetical question about cheating. She denies that she was directing it toward Tanya. So to me, in this scene, it is very clear that Candy is who she's aligned with, and she purposely did not tell the other ladies that Kenya and Cynthia told her about the cookie lady. I thought that was interesting. She left that out. Unless Bravo did some editing, and maybe they'll pop that scene back up in the middle of the season like they've been doing all season. So Cynthia says that she does feel bad. She said in her confessional that she feels bad for Tanya, and she says that she does need to talk to Tanya about what happened, and then goes on to say, is Kenya going to be happy about it? I'm sure she isn't. What, you a girl, you a grown woman. You see the dynamic of their relationship? Sick. Anywho, Candy, she reveals that Tanya had Kenya's wig. So again, she is making sure that she lets Kenya know that Marlo tried on the wig. Candy is not leaving anything out. She's reporting back to Kenya. So I don't know what's up with that little alliance there. It seems weird. Tell me if you notice it, Royal Family. Put it in the comments. So now Kenya, she's a victim, and she says that she has info about, because I think they were talking about fertility treatments. And Tanya was saying, correct me if I'm wrong, Tanya was saying something along the lines of, how could Kenya be shady like this when she literally was talking to me about fertility treatments and whatever it is, or what have you. So I think Kenya totally misread what Candy was saying to her, because Kenya comes up with this idea that Tanya is trying to weaponize, infertility in women, or women who are whatever. I don't know what the heck she said. She said some nonsense that just sounded ridiculous. And to me, it sounded like another excuse for her to be mad about something, to be able to retaliate and then justify her petty behavior. Same old Kenya. So again, now Kenya, she's a victim, and she goes on to say that she has info about Tanya's man, and that the girl who is allegedly messing around with Paul, who's Tanya's boyfriend, looks better than Tanya. So you see, you just exposed yourself, sweetie. When you were sitting at that dinner table and had that hypothetical cheating question, it wasn't directed toward anyone. You basically told on yourself, right? Anyway. So again, she's ready now. She's ready to get back at Tanya. Anyway, we move on to Eva, and it seems like they're at some sort of birthday party. Candy and Ace are there. Cynthia, Tanya are there. And she's excited about Marley's name change. They bring out a cake. I don't know if it was Marley's birthday, but it looked like it was a party, but I don't know if it was a birthday party. And on the cake, it had Marley's new last name, whatever Eva's married last name is now. So she's excited, about Marley's name change. And I get it if, finally that's what she wanted, but then it's like, anyway. Tanya, she asked Candy if she gave Kenya back her wig, and Candy is filling in Eva as far as what's going on. Eva did leave early on the trip to Canada, so she didn't know what went on, after she left, obviously. So Tanya is just talking about the jabs that Kenya threw towards her, and here goes Candy. She never said a name. She didn't say your name. And I'm just looking at Candy like, you know what? She's a goofball. I have a confession to make, guys. I never really cared for Candy. I never cared for Candy. She was tolerable the first couple of episodes this season, and I was shocked, willing to give her a chance. But see, this is the type of goofy stuff that she does that just gets on my nerves. Like, she didn't say a name. Why don't you just... Anyway. We move on to Porsha and Dennis. Dennis is back in the house, and he has to face Miss Diane and Lauren. So Dennis's mother will be joining them for this little sit-down dinner. Porsha did not know. So Dennis's mom will be coming to the Ponderosa, honey. So they're all supposed to sit down as a family. Did you see Miss Porsha, honey, in her jumpsuit in the kitchen, acting like she was slaving in the kitchen? She was working that jumpsuit. I like clothes, so when I see the ladies looking fly, and Kenya did look nice when she had the meeting with Cynthia and Candy. That skirt that she had on was very pretty on her. She looked very nice. So I will give Kenya her props. She does look beautiful, but she's a snake. Moving along. So all of them are sitting around the table back at Porsha's house. Dennis, Lauren, Miss Diane, who looks great for her age, as well as Dennis's mom. So they're all sitting around, and Dennis gives his speech. He addresses, the family, and he actually admits that he was unfaithful, and he took accountability for his actions. But he's still denying that he was cheating in the press. Anyway, so Lauren, she gets emotional, and Miss Diane, she shares how she feels about her daughter not being a baby mama. Boy, because that's the most important thing, even if you're unhappy, as long as you're married and you ain't a baby mama, that's not maybe she didn't mean it that way, but it's just like, what? What about your child being happy? Anyway, I like Miss Diane though. So Porsha, she didn't like the fact that Dennis's mother didn't reach out to her when Dennis and her were broken up. So she expressed that. And Dennis's mother, I don't know, I didn't watch Porsha's baby or wedding special or whatever it is that she had, that baby special she had. So I don't know. I know that there was static between the mothers, but I don't know to what magnitude. Like I said, I didn't see it. But Dennis's mother did say something that made sense. She said, there was a lot going on, so she just decided to kind of step back and take herself out of it. I could respect that. I totally could respect that, because it's like, you don't want to call Porsha and then she's crying, telling you your son cheated on her. Because at that point, as his mother, what do? Yeah, it was wrong, but you don't want to take sides. And I think the best thing that they can do is stay out of it, and don't take sides. Let Dennis and Porsha handle their handle. I think that they, as a family, yes, they come together, but when they're static within the relationship, I think they really should stay out of it. But I do like the fact that Miss Diane and Lauren were willing to sit down, and everybody talked everything out. So it does seem like the dinner did go well. They all got emotional, but it seems like all is well. So, still to come on this season. They rolled that little trailer. We still have yet to see Nene apologize to Porsha. Now, I want to see this. I want to see, and I want to hear the conversation that took place between Nene and Porsha, because I do want them to reunite. And I do feel that Nene should apologize to Porsha, which it shows that she did. And you see Porsha getting emotional and crying. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. This episode, we did not see Nene at all, not even for a millisecond. So still to come on this season, we're going to see Todd and Kandi. They're going to be bickering. It seems like they are showing us the same trailer. This is 2 episodes in a row now that you're showing us the same trailer. So it's like we don't know what's going to happen on the next episode. So it's keeping us in suspense. So I guess it's working. And Spitgate will take place. Nene allegedly spitting on Kenya, but we see in the trailer that she looked like she spit at her. But we shall see how that goes down. I am reserving judgment. Yes, spitting is gross. She didn't spit on you, Kenya. I'll say that. You may not agree with me, Royal Family, but that's okay. I'm entitled to have my opinion. So that concludes this episode of These Real Housewomen of Atlanta. Be sure to hit the thumbs up video if you enjoyed this commentary and you made it to the end of the video. Also, get down in the comments, Royal Family. I look forward to engaging with you in the comments. I know some of you are Team Kenya. Cool. And for the most part, all of you have been very respectful, and I greatly appreciate that. So let's keep that momentum going. Get down in the comments, share your thoughts. If you have not subscribed to the channel, consider doing so. Hit that subscribe button. We would love to have you join the Royal Family. Make sure your notifications are set to all if you're already subscribed, so that you don't miss any of my uploads. So Royal Family, until next week, same Royal time, same Royal channel. Peace.